us to be stupid. He gave us all brains just like them. But we refuse to make use of the potential of our minds. I came here to encourage research, to encourage innovation, to encourage technology. How did our ancestors historically recognize exactly what a ferrolytic soil was in our land? How did they manage to exploit this soil, extract iron, and make their tools? Answer me. So they were smarter than us. So what is making us more and more foolish? We need to ask ourselves the question and use the right words.
Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, my name is Mambi and you are very, very welcome. This news is coming from Burkina Faso. The message you heard from our President, Captain Ibrahim Traore, many of you heard it before. The whole speech is on the channel. If you are wondering what this video is about, that's exactly what this video is about. They've heard him clear. Many of them are working, doing their best. Long time ago, nobody recognized them, motivate them, do not care about them. But our president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, is saying that if you can do it, we are here to support you. From agriculture to technology to how to defend the country. This is what this video is about. I've put two videos together, or even more than two, that will surprise you. The first one, is one of our brothers who has received an award, but yet our president said he is multiplying the award. The one that the Miss Burkina or Burkina Faso will get, he will multiply it by 5 to anyone who can create something that will benefit the country. Our brother did something about agriculture. So yes, he got 2 awards. And what? Technology as well. How to protect the country, how to defend the country. Families, I will leave you here to watch it all and I'll be back. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Let's now take a closer look at Boubacar Zongo's discovery, Bangredor 2025. Its solar synergy engine, we recall, had impressed the jury of the 15th Felicita. On a larger scale, this innovation is expected to revolutionize the agri-food sector in Burkina Faso. Meeting the Innovator of the Year with Daouda Ouattara and Karim Bikenga. Bangredor.
This is Mr. Zongo Boubacar.
That night, and clearly a night of glory for Boubacar Zongo. Declared Bangredor 2025, the best innovator of the year receives the trophy and 25 million CFA francs. An amount initially set at 5 million CFA francs, and the amount was increased in accordance with the wishes of the president of Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore.
This prize, for me, honestly, I wasn't expecting it. Since I had already received the prize from the Ministry of Scientific Research, I was already happy with that. And at the last minute, they said I had won this one too. And honestly, I was so moved, I didn't even know what to say. But this just goes to show that any work you put your heart into and persevere with always pays off.
The invention that put the 50-year-old on the top step is this engine. A so-called solar synergy engine conceived and built in Jacques Toury's workshop. Here, the engine is used to power this multi-purpose grinder.
The solar synergy engine, that's basically the name of it, a synchronous or synchron engine. Anything a synchronous engine can do, the synergy engine can do as well. The only difference is that it uses the sun directly. You can use the engine for a variety of stationary machines, such as dehuskers, grain mills, and threshers, essentially anything that's not meant to move. Personally, I make use of the synchronous engine in every instance where the solar synergy engine is able to perform its intended work.
This solar synergy engine is currently a prototype, so it is expected to develop further, and the innovator is well aware of that. As for the question of accessibility, the solution is mass production. For that, we need to provide the necessary human, technical, and financial resources.
To move on to the commercialization phase, you definitely need a unit, skills from elsewhere, skilled workers, a good lathe operator, a machinist, someone who can machine the parts well. Basically, you don't need more than that. At best, it takes about 20 skilled people who need to be available. If I'm asked to make 1 a day, 2 a day, that's not good. It's extremely expensive. Look, for this prototype, we relied on help from 2 or 3 partners working in the mining sector, and it cost almost 2 or 3 million that I invested.
This is where Boubacar Zongo turns his attention to the government, the private sector, and students in scientific fields. For him, a synergy among all these players is the key to success and to the final development of the solar synergy engine. And that's 3 for the National Center for Scientific and Technological Research, which rolled out the red carpet to these researchers who distinguished themselves on national and international stages during the year 2024. This took place during the so-called Laureates Evening, held under the theme of recognition and the promotion of local knowledge. The atmosphere of the evening with Patrice Toy.
12 researchers received congratulations from the top officials of the National Center for Scientific and Technological Research, CNRST. In addition to the researchers, 2 institutes working in the field of research also had their achievements recognized.
Today's research results have made it possible to overcome a number of difficulties, notably issues related to persistent drought conditions and the ongoing problem of insufficient or poor soil quality. And at this level, it must be said that most of the seeds that are used today are improved varieties, which have been developed for better performance.
From agriculture to livestock, including health and the environment, no field escapes the scrutiny of Burkinabe researchers. Researchers who feel honored by the organization of this Aurea evening.
What I presented was primarily about the process of diagnosing diseases by using molecular biology technology, as well as diagnosing and identifying human genetic predispositions to develop a disease after a given infection has occurred. So, among other things, there was research on breast cancer.
I received the Young Researcher Award. And tonight I accept this award with honor, and it is an opportunity for me to thank my collaborators.
For the general delegate of the CNRST, the fruits of scientific wealth must contribute to the socio-economic development of Burkina Faso. The Laureates Evening is therefore an opportunity for him to encourage his researchers to continue striving for excellence.
The curtain fell yesterday on the 6th edition of the African Week of Energy and Renewable Energies. 3 days of discussions on the agriculture, energy, water nexus have come to an end, resulting in recommendations, some of which are featured in this report by Alassane Kiendribeogo and Mumuni Wanga.
I am signing off for the 6th edition of Energy Week. Thank you for joining us, and see you.
Ends the 6th edition of the African Week of Energy and Renewable Energies, Sierra. After 3 days filled with presentations, panels, B2B exchanges, technological exhibitions, and thus sharing of experiences, the 1,200 participants have come up with recommendations for an integrated and sustainable energy transition.
The main square is a hub for intermunicipal consultation to operationalize the agricultural energy water nexus, promote cooperation among AIS countries through the implementation of cross-border energy and agricultural program projects, strengthen the capacities of stakeholders in the field of technology, particularly in the use of artificial intelligence.
More than just a platform for exchange, Sierra is a true driving force. A force capable of driving the continent's transformation toward a more resilient, united, and sovereign Africa, as emphasized by the Burkinabe Prime Minister in his speech delivered by the Minister of Energy, Mines and Quarries.
The massive participation of numerous attendees from diverse backgrounds attests to the strategic importance and revitalizes the integrated management of agricultural, energy, and water resources. The agriculture, energy, water nexus represents an absolute and unavoidable necessity if we want to ensure sustainable and equitable development for our populations. It is essential to adopt a systemic approach that integrates these 3 dimensions in order to effectively feed, irrigate, and supply our societies with energy.
For Yakuba Zabreguba, the government's ambition is to ensure an inclusive and sustainable energy transition while strengthening food security and equitable access to water for all Burkinabés. It's a long road, but one marked by successes thanks to frameworks like SERA.
Still on the topic of food security, we now join the SONAGES teams in the Tanunyas region. They have been deployed there for the upcoming cereal collection operations with the dual objective of strengthening the state's security stocks and preventing the producers' harvest from being sold off cheaply. Hassan Gourabu and Mumune Baro were present at the start of the operations.
The time has now come for SONAGES to begin the upcoming cereal collection here. At Kafigela, thanks to this operation, Karim too, a producer, is reaping the fruits of his labor here with 3 bags of rice delivered to the National Food Security Stock Management Agency. As payment, Karim is now receiving a deposit of 45,390 CFA francs through a mobile money transaction.
In the past, it used to take us a long time to receive what we were owed. Today, with the SONAGES, I received my payment right away. I am very happy about this innovation.
For the top officials at SONAGES, this operation aims to ensure the availability of cereals in case of need to support households facing economic hardship. And as a particular feature, the field edge collection operation is carried out only in surplus areas.
For example, in the Tanuya region, which we know as a surplus area, we come mainly to collect maize, cowpeas, and rice. This means it is a surplus area, but here, for example, we are not interested in millet and sorghum. These are crops that are not really their specialty. So that's more or less how we will proceed in all the regions. This means that you will notice there are regions where we will only collect cowpeas and rice. Because for cowpeas and rice, we are launching the collection across the entire country. Now, for the other crops, we specify.
This campaign is therefore part of an effort to strengthen food security and sovereignty as desired by our President, Comrade Captain Ibrahim Traore. So I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate our producers for their resilience and to invite them to make this campaign a complete success in the Tanuya region.
At the national level, 2 varieties of rice, TS2 and Orlix, are being purchased at a price of 170 francs per kilogram. As for maize, it is priced at 135 francs. In the Tanuas region. For this campaign, SONAGES plans to collect 530,000 tons, all crops combined, to help achieve food security in Burkina Faso.
Thank you so much, families, for watching up to this stage. You see how food sovereignty can be a reality very, very soon. I'm so excited watching them, those who are contributing to the development of the country. I mean, you harvest and the government will buy it from you. You don't have to go and borrow money. And even there's a system that they borrow money for them to start the agriculture season. And when they will harvest, instead of paying cash, they will use their goods to pay. And the government is saving those food that they will bring, save some and give some to internally displaced people or those who cannot afford. Families, before these farmers can be successful, before this machine can work successful and benefit the people, families, there is technology that can protect the country apart from the VDP and the army. And this is what these young ones are doing. Families, please watch and listen. You will be impressed. I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Captain Ibrahim Traore speaks about creativity, innovation, and commitment. When the head of state, Captain Ibrahim Traore, talks about creativity, innovation, and commitment, the youth of Burkina Faso get to work. The proof is right here in this room. 2 young Burkinabe, Alexandre Wamdaugo and Toussaint Kintega, both driven by the same passion for technology, are developing drones for both civilian and military use.
For the drone that is here right now, the one we designed, from the body to the visible components, we made them all right here on site. But now the components we bought here are just the motors and a bit of electronics. We bought the components, but here we bought the electronic components to design them our own way. But everything from the drone's body to the mechanical support system, etc., we designed on site. To sum up the geometry, all these wings, for a drone to be able to see all this, you have to calculate the geometry of the wings and study the aerodynamic systems, etc. We did all of that on site.
There are several uses. This drone, first of all, as you can see here, will be equipped with a camera. It will be equipped with a camera that will be used for mapping and for aerial surveillance. It can also be used for detection, since the camera will have artificial intelligence integrated into it, which will allow it to detect, for example, if Sonabel uses it to monitor its high voltage lines. We can take photos, capture images to train the model, telling it, for example, when you see this, it means this or it means that.
This drone, entirely designed in this makeshift workshop, can be used for civil purposes, particularly in mapping, agriculture, photography, infrastructure inspection, and monitoring power lines. In the security field, it can be used for monitoring sensitive areas and espionage. Apart from this drone, the team has already completed another drone called Kuka 88, designed for reconnaissance.
The drone you see here is the Kuka 88. And this drone was designed for aerial surveillance as well as reconnaissance missions, field inspections, and so on. I believe so for the other drone. But here is difference is that with this drone, you can't do a vertical takeoff. So we absolutely have to give the drone a push, either by hand launching it or catapulting it.
In this context of counterterrorism, the team also designed the Piga drone, specifically to help the security forces detect improvised explosive devices planted by terrorists.
Indeed, the drone was designed to detect mines buried in the ground. And using this sensor, which is a metal detector, the drone during its mission is supposed to tilt its detector toward the ground, which will now allow it to thoroughly scan the ground in order to detect mines. Since the design of these mines necessarily involves the use of metallic objects such as metal wires, even small wires, and electrical cables to supply these mines with power. So this detector is capable of detecting them.
Both members of the company Vigba & Co Technologies, Toussaint Kintega, is a computer engineer specializing in networks and telecommunications. He is in charge of IoT, the Internet of Things. Alexandre Ouamdaugo, on the other hand, holds a high school diploma. Without any university degree, he trained himself through self-learning. He is an engineer specialized in the design of aeronautical platforms.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. You heard everything, you have seen everything. Yes, I was preparing this video when I read a comment about they should help the VDPs and the military. They should get machines that will detect the explosions on the ground to protect life. And I was saying that I have a video coming. This is the video. These young ones, congratulations to them. They cover agriculture and the security, and very importantly, those mines that are taking our young ones, our brothers and sisters, their legs and their hands away. They will protect them in the near future when everything is completed. And good news that our president is ready to help all of them, sponsor them, and also pay them 5 times the amount that the beauty pageant, the Miss Burkina, that what they will earn now and future, he will multiply it by 5, which is great news as well. Congratulations to our brother who has produced that machine that will take the agriculture, the food security to the next level as well. Families, please, if you like something like this, like the video. I'm so excited for them because this is what we want. Yes, our ancestors were not dumb, and so we are not dumb as well. It's just we are not using our potentials to do things that will help our countries. And now they are lucky ones. They are very lucky ones that they have Captain Ibrahim Traore as their president. I will leave you here. Credit to 360, my brother, for sharing this wonderful news with us. There is more to that video on that channel. Please go there and support him by subscribing. He's doing his best to share and create awareness on his channel as well. It's 360. That's the name of the channel. C 360. My returning families, my new ones, my VIPs, my kings and queens, those who have been super chatting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much. Yes, I will be with you soon. This is still a voiceover. I'll be sitting down with you before going to Burkina Faso. So if you are Burkina Bay and you listen to this stage, who knows? Maybe you'll meet me there. Let me know under the comment section. God bless you all. Thank you. I will see you soon. Credit to RTB News and Faso 7. Bye bye, families. Have a great day, wonderful weekend, and stay blessed.